In the year 627 AD in Northumbria, northeast England, Edwin, King of Northumbria, had convened a meeting of his top officials and elders. His wife had just become a Christian, an extraordinary thing to do in those dark ages, and Edwin was concerned as to what he should do. Should he follow suit and lead his county into this foreign religion, or should he put paid to it straight away? A number rose to speak in turn, including a certain gentleman who said, "Your Majesty, when we compare the present life of man on earth with the time of which we have no knowledge, it seems to me like the swift flight of a single sparrow through the banqueting hall where you are sitting at dinner on a winter's day. In the midst there is a comforting fire to warm the hall. Outside the storms of winter rain or snow are raging. The sparrow flies in swiftly through one door of the hall and out through the other. While he is inside, he is safe from the winter storms, but after a few moments of comfort, he vanishes from sight into the wintry world from which he came. In this way, man appears on earth for a little while, but of what went before this life or what follows we know nothing." Wow. For 627 AD, I think we could read 2020, as his views are replicated by many today. So many people we encounter believe there is darkness and nothingness before, a brief light in the middle and then darkness again. Life for many people is like living in a trapped room. We can do our best to examine the room and find out everything there is to know, and yet the room is all we can know, and nothing before and nothing afterwards. That's a depressing conclusion of many people who live in our world today. But just think, if there was someone who had been in the room next door, and not only that, what if that person had actually come back to tell us about it? Then we could be sure. Then we could know with certainty that there's something beyond this life. Well, the events in Jerusalem some 2,000 years ago have changed millions of lives forevermore. Easter is the story of Jesus passing through to that next room and to come back to tell us. The Christian claim is that because Jesus Christ rose from the dead, then we can have certainty about the events after death. That's why the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ are the most important events in human history. Think of the words of Jesus. "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me."